Hello and welcomes back everyone, and Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Yevrà here, my Sith apprentice, and where we last left off, we have just returned from the Revanite camp and Lord Graffin's estate, and in our possession, we have our hands on the Cyber Neutralizer. It emits a strong ion pulse which could severely hamper the cybernetic components of Darth Skotia. So, let us go report our success.
Not a moment too soon, apprentice. Tell me we were successful. Tell me you have the tech we need to destroy Skotia.
I have the prototype.
Fantastic. Magnificent. Perfect. Then the time to do the deed is now. Skotia is in his chambers as we speak. Be ready. Even with the power you have over him, he will be a frightful sight. Set your nerves of cortosis. Turn your fear into hatred. Remember, Skotia stands between us and glory.
I feel as though I've lived my whole life for this moment.
Good. Now listen closely. This is how you will kill Skotia. The relic you found under the Colossus is the key to Scotia's power over his Trandoshan bodyguards. Go to Scotia's chambers and show them the relic. The Trandoshans should stand down, or attack him or something. The confusion should be enough. This is the first step.
You don't know what'll happen?
Like I said, the confusion should be enough. You'll have to improvise the particulars. That's what makes it fun. With the bodyguards gone, you can get close enough to Skotia to use the prototype you stole from Graffin's. But be mindful. Skotia may be more machine than man, but he's no weakling in the Force. Killing him will still be a challenge.
Do you really think I'm ready for this?
Of course. You ravaged 4 tombs on Korriban and tainted a shard. What's a crippled Dark Lord to you? I wish I could be there to see the contortions on Skotia's malformed face when you destroy him. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm due to make an appearance at a party in the Nexus Room Cantina. Meet me there when you're done.
Yes, what is a crippled Dark Lord of the Sith to us? Oh, I don't know, years and years of experience. Oh well. Let's let's just inject something for a bit of liquid courage, shall we?
The dark side swells within you. I sense you will go far.
You know, I think we've timed this rather well. I'll explain why.
I see. Nothing yet. What makes this slave so bold as to enter my chambers? Tell me, slave, are you insane, or do you have a death wish?
I've been asked to kill you, and I hate to disappoint.
Skisk. kill her.
I'm your master now.
Clever. Zash must have stayed up many a night to think of that one. I suppose you'll be sending my bodyguards away now, or maybe you'll order them to kill me.
It should at least be entertaining. Tear him to pieces.
You shouldn't have done that. The bodyguards, they're nothing. Show. But you subverted my authority, took my slaves from me, and that makes me angry. And killing you will be over too soon. No. I think you're going to have to suffer first.
Yeah, about that.
Size like.
Darth Skotia has been severely weakened.
Is this? Ha! Did you... Zash! Zash! You've killed me!
Don't blame Zash. This is all me.
Mindless. You don't know what Zash can do. Think of how many years she must have spent plotting my death. She will kill you, just like she's killed me.
If that day comes, I'll be ready for her.
And so falls the great former Darth Skotia. Let us head over to the Nexus Room Cantina. Oh, why not? We have Ismar Brengel here, the researcher. Want to sell the cybernetic regeneration research. The buyer is very pleased with the files. And a veritable cyborg horde is already in production. And of course, the Sith known as Sandor. The Order of Revan will soon cease to be. Tari Darkspanner was taken in secret and being unburdened of her heresy to the Dark Council even as we speak. Darth Charnas expresses a continued appreciation for your efforts.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
Well, when I'd heard she'd taken up with a Mandalorian, I was scandalized. Just scandalized.
A Mandalorian? Does nobody value Sith blood these days?
I know. Don't you think so, Zash?
Die places Amin's Wijheidsfools. Gawendida seek from Tauhans.
I'm sorry. Will you excuse me? I need to have a quick chat with my apprentice.
If you must. Now, as I was saying.
Thank the Emperor you've arrived. It doesn't matter how much one drinks. These parties are just dull, 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 dull. I hope you've come to cheer me up.
Your plan worked perfectly.
He's dead then? Excellent. You have performed magnificently, apprentice. None of this would have been possible without you.
Lord Zash.
Darth Anaton, I'm honored.
Don't let me interrupt you.
Don't go anywhere just yet, apprentice. This call won't take long, and I have some further instructions for you. As I said, my lord, I'm honored, but why call me?
You have nerve, Zash. Nerve. But I thought you were smarter.
With all respect, Darth Anaton, I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play ignorant with me, Zash. Scotia's dead, and you killed him.
Scotia? Dead? That's the first I've heard of it. When did this happen?
Just now, Zash, and you know it. What did you expect to gain? His position? His title? You know it doesn't work that way. Where's your discretion?
Discretion? I've been at this party for ages. I may have had a little much to drink, but I'm fairly certain I haven't murdered anyone. Though I have always fancied Scotia's chambers. So much more shelf space.
Zash, I don't want to have this conversation by hollow. Report to my chambers immediately.
Yes, Darth Anaton. It'll be my pleasure.
What was that all about?
Give me time to talk to Thanaton, and then meet me in Darth Scotia's chambers. And don't worry, you've played your part, now it's time for me to play mine. We did it, apprentice.
Various lords of the Sith just gossiping away.
The things that happen on Dromund Kaas these days. It's enough to wake the Emperor.
If it were up to me, we'd expel all aliens and non-Imperials. Filthy Mandalorians especially.
Kelm, eat him for me, please. So it seems, people have already heard about Darth Scotia's demise. This Darth Thanaton is not impressed. Well, while Zash is having her meeting, we might as well have a word with Kelm. He's been dying to speak to us for a while.
Selon se karikai. In bizo ze waitai spila presin kretai. In bize e wanata atragata injais.
The more challenging, the better.
Waldufne jamatte jafraj.
He is not pleased to have been bound to our will. Yes. Kelm Val, of course, promises when he regains his strength that he will attempt to be free of us.
Destination?
Looks like they've already cleaned up the bodies.
There she is. It's Lord Zash's apprentice. Surely she knows.
You wouldn't tell us if she did.
Warpain's brigan iswis buidan.
Still, it doesn't hurt to ask, does it?
Colonel, let it rest.
I will not let it rest. Everyone knows Lord Zash was at the party when Skotia was killed, and yet everyone knows she killed him. She somehow devised a way of being in two places at once. If I let it rest, we'll all be dead.
That's why I'll never tell her secrets.
Good idea. Don't tell him anything, apprentice.
But I must know. Please, you must tell me. How did Zash kill Darth Skotia?
Lord Zash is innocent.
Clearly she's not going to tell you, Kieran. Let it rest.
Fine then, fine. But I'm warning you, Calaveras. Lord Zash is becoming too powerful too quickly. Since when has anyone in the history of the Sith committed a murder so brazenly, yet made it appear that she was somewhere else the entire time? It's enough to wake the Emperor, I tell you.
You, the Sith, are uneasy about a death so openly occurring within the Sith Sanctum. And everyone knows of the rivalry between Lord Zash and Darth Skotia, of course. So surely she must have been the one to kill him.
Perfect timing, apprentice. I just met with that insufferable Thanaton, and I have good news.
Who is this Darth Thanaton?
Darth Thanaton sits just below the Dark Council in authority. He commands me, he commands you. Skotia was his little pet, but the other council members were more impressed with our little sleight of hand. You would have been proud of me. I went into a reprimand, but I emerged a Darth.
You've certainly earned it.
I did more than you realize. Nevertheless, what's important is that we are finally free to act. Remember the map you found on Korriban that pointed us to the power of Tulak Horde? The first piece of that artifact, that power, is here on Dromund Kaas. This piece is in the deepest chamber of the Dark Temple. Scotia always hoarded the key to the chamber like a Hutt hoards his credits. Now I have Scotia's title, his chambers, his research, and his key. He always said I would enter the Dark Temple over his rusting corpse. However, I won't be the one to go into the Dark Temple. You will.
Why me?
Before I went to Korriban to choose an apprentice, a furious apparition awakened in the Dark Temple, implacable in its anger, murdering all who trespassed on the innermost chamber. But I had a dream. An apprentice of low origin humbled himself, or herself as it happened, before the apparition, pacifying it. That's why you and your peers were chosen.
Wait, you want me to bow to this apparition?
You must go into the temple and face the apparition. And when you do, I believe that your humility will be the key. Still, I want you to know, I'm not certain you're the one from my dream. I fear I may be sending you to your death.
Don't worry about me, Master.
You're right. You retrieved the holocron from Korriban when no one else could. If that's not proof of your destiny, I don't know what is. Tulakhold's power awaits us both. We must not lose sight of this goal. Use this glyph to enter the innermost chamber of the Dark Temple. Humble yourself before the apparition, and bring back the piece of the artifact.
How curious.
The artifact is in the Dark Temple. Be careful.
So, our Lord, now Darth Zash, gained herself a promotion. And with her promotion, our position within the Empire has also risen. We have to start to understand what it means to truly be Sith, what our position is within the Empire. Come on. Thank you, Kelm. So I mentioned earlier that we timed this rather well because with the death of Darth Skotia, we gained an X jump on our discipline tree. We have the... Oh, we get to choose between two passives on active ability. We also gained force speed as a fresh ability. Oh, we also gained electric induction, which reduces the force consumed by all of our force abilities. That's really good. So you can use Cloud Mind, wipe your enemy's forts, instantly lowering threat by a moderate amount. It also increases our damage reduction by 25%. Now, for single player stuff, lowering the threat, not so important. But damage reduction, that's actually quite significant. 25% less damage from all sources. Pretty decent. We have Dark Power. Our Dark Heal, which we're not really using too often, has a chance to make our heal over time tick twice. Our Dark Heal increases the movement speed of a target by 50%. Interesting. You know what? I think I'll keep with Cloud Mind. We're not using Dark Heal too often. compared to Dark Infusion. Dark Infusion is a much bigger heal. Plus we can make it, the next cast of it, instant. And we have an increased critical hit chance. No, sorry, that is Dark Heal. Yeah, it's the activation time after Resurgence. My bad. Maybe with the critical hit, Dark Heal would have a better heal than Dark Infusion. No matter. I'll take that damage reduction. Okay. We will take a break here. It seems our next destination is this spirit deep within the Dark Temple. And the vision Darth Zash had of us humbling ourselves before it to gain an artifact or part of an artifact once wielded by Tulak Horde. We'll just have to wait and see. Either way, we'll take a break here. Thank you all for joining me once again. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then though, take care. Bye bye now.